Hello, praise the Lord, students. I am Anu Mishra. I am your SST teacher, and today I am explaining the chapter from 7th class. And my chapter name is Our Environment from Geography. Now, first of all, I would like to tell you about the topics of explanation. First topic of explanation is meaning of environment, then types of environment. In types of environment, we will read about natural environment and human environment. And under the natural environment, we will read about biotic and abiotic component. Then we will read about four realms of our earth, that are lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. Fourth topic is ecosystem. Then last topic is human environment. Now I am starting from meaning of environment. It is given in your book. The word environment stands for the surroundings. Surrounding means area nearby us. Whatever the things exist in our nearby, in our surrounding, that is called environment, which include all the living things and non-living things around us. And in the simple term, I would like to tell you about the environment. That is, environment means the sum total of surroundings or condition in which a person, animal or plant lives or operates. It is a combination of natural and man-made phenomena. Now our second topic is types of environment. Then first environment types of environment is natural environment. In natural environment, it comprises the physical or non-physical. Non-physical means non-living, that is the abiotic, and biological or living, that is biotic components of the earth. It is given in your book. The natural environment has both biotic or living and abiotic or non-living component existing on the earth. And we will also read about the biotic and abiotic component. Now I am explaining what is biotic component. The biotic component includes plant, animal and human beings which exist life, which needs oxygen, which releases carbon dioxide. That these are the component which included in the biotic component. Now our second type of natural environment is abiotic component. Abiotic component which does not exist life, but it is important for our life, just like land, water and air. The natural environment is also known as the habitat of the organism. Now I am also telling about what is the relation between biotic and abiotic component. The biotic and abiotic components of environment keep on interacting with each other. This interaction leads to the changes on the earth. Biotic components are dependent upon the abiotic components for their growth and development. Just like plants require carbon dioxide and sunlight to make their food. Likewise, human beings also require oxygen, water and soil for the survival. These are the information about natural environment. Now, I would like to tell you about the human environment. In human environment, there are many types of component included, just like settlement, transportation, communication. In settlement, there is two type of settlement, rural settlement and urban settlement. Now you will ask me, what is rural settlement? Rural settlement means village type of settlement where people involves or engaged in the primary activities, just like agriculture, fishing, etc. And in urban settlement means settlement included in the urban areas where people involves or engaged in secondary activities or tertiary activities. Now transportation. Transportation, there are three ways of transportation: roadways, airways and waterways. Roadways in which included metal road and non-metallic road. Then airways which included aeroplane, helicopter, etc. Waterways which included our boat, ship, etc. Now in communication, communication it is a process of communicate to one to another person by sending the messages through radio, TV, newspaper, magazines, and internet, etc. Now these are the main information about the human environment. Now our fourth topic of explanation is four realms of our earth, that are lithosphere. Lithosphere included earth part, that is the crust part of our earth. The thin and solid upper covering of the earth is known as lithosphere. It is made up of rock, mineral and covered with a thin layer of the soil. It is also given in your book. The solid crust of the earth is called lithosphere. The Greek word lithos stands for rocks, and the lithosphere is the outer skin of the earth or the crust. This hard and solid layer is made up of rock and minerals. Now the lithosphere comprises both continents. 29% continent and ocean beds are 71%. There are many features on the lithosphere, just like mountain, plains, plateau. The landforms support a variety of flora and fauna on the lithosphere. Now, the second realm of our earth is hydrosphere. In hydrosphere, it is included two words, hydro and sphere. And hydro stands for water. About 71% of the total surface area of the earth is covered with water, which is called hydrosphere. Hydrosphere refers to the domain of water on the earth's surface. It includes water bodies like ocean, seas, rivers, lakes, etc. Now our fourth realms of our earth is atmosphere. In atmosphere, envelop the gases envelope surrounding the earth with a gravitational force is known as atmosphere. It is a mixture of gases, dust and water vapor. Oxygen present in the atmosphere is a life-giving gas. It is essential for the breathing by carbon dioxide, which is needed by plant to manufacture food. Out all the gases, oxygen is very important because human beings need it in order to live. Now fourth realm of our earth is biosphere. Now biosphere, the lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere are made up of non-living matter, while the biosphere is a sphere of living organism. It is found where lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere meet and interact with each other to support the life. In simple terms, this is a narrow zone between three realms of the earth, namely land, air and water. It is concerned with all sorts of life forms, plants and animals and microorganisms that live on the planet Earth and their interaction with the surroundings environment. Now our fourth topic of explanation is ecosystem. For your knowledge, first of all, I would like to read from the book, then I will explain. All the living organism, plant, animal and human beings depend on their immediate environment. They are also interdependent on each other. The relationship, the word relationship is most important here. The relationship between the living organism as well as the relationship between the organism and their surroundings form an ecosystem. Now, simple term I would like to tell you, a system. Listen properly. A system consisting of biotic and abiotic component is known as ecosystem. All these components in the ecosystem are interrelated and interact with each other. In simple terms, the relation between, again I am telling, all these components in the ecosystem are interrelated and interact with each other. In simple terms, the relation between living organism and their surroundings form an ecosystem. Now our last topic of explanation for me and for you, that is environment, because in this point I will explain properly for human environment. It is given in your book. Human beings are the most important part of the environment. They interact with the environment and also modify it according to their needs and capabilities. The early man habitat was his natural surrounding. He adapted himself to the natural environment and most of his needs were met by his immediate environment. The one thing I would like to tell you, that is human beings. Human beings are the most important part of our natural environment. Whatever the natural provided by the natural environment that is important or that is required by the human beings, and only human beings are the most important part which use these type of environment on the earth. Without human beings, these environment or these component are useless on the earth. With the development of science and technology, the needs of human beings not only increased but also have become more varied. So due to the according to the needs and environment of the present earth, human beings develop new method and use the natural environment on the earth, and the whatever made by the human beings are called human environment, just like settlement, communication, transport, etc. I hope you have understood this chapter. Thank you. Praise the Lord.